Firestarter Friday, Live Good Nation. Thank you, Ben, for the invite as well, and to the esteemed panel, right? And Curry, glad to have you back. I've been watching you put your new furniture in, and your TV, and the big plushy chair that you're sitting in. And, you know, a lot of that reminds me of the very first time, like, I bought a sports car because of my success in this industry, right? And I mean, it's like 2011. It's on YouTube. People can go, and people reach out to me all the time, and they talk about, oh my God, I saw your video on when you bought, you know, that Maserati, and I had it delivered to the house, and it was like a big spectacle, right? And at that time, when I look back and I think about it, you know, people weren't doing that in 2013 or whatever it was, right? People weren't really showing that, and it wasn't a flex. It was really more or less just showing that this thing actually works, right? But when I also consider how that happened, there was a sweet mix of things. And I think me and Tim were talking about this the other day. There's a sweet mix of things that happens not very often when it comes to companies, right? And when we look across the landscape of network marketing, they're going to always be Me Too companies, okay? Guys, that's healthy competition, all right? There's Me Too companies in every single industry. It's not like network marketing is some taboo thing that because other companies are kind of mimicking certain aspects of a company, that now there's something wrong with that. Now, that's a really good thing. But the one thing that I will tell you that I was able to find before back then, and why I love Live Good so much now, because it reiterates some of those things. It's the mix of things, okay? Let me give you what I mean. It's not just a 2x15 matrix. Okay, that is not the reason why people are so excited about Live Good. It is not just the products. It's not just that, right? I mean, there's tons of companies that have good products. It's not just the compensation plan as a whole, right? Or being able to earn 50% on fast starts, and the generational matches on the monthly income. It's not just that. It's not just the amazing corporate leadership that we have. Okay, it's not just that. It's not just the fact that we're growing rapidly and fast and we're dominating every single space. These are all very good things. But what I want you guys to remember, that it is really the pulse and the heartbeat and the culture of what Live Good brings to the table when it's encompassed with all those different things. You can have a Me Too company, but you cannot duplicate a Ben Glinsky and a Nader Kazan, right? You cannot duplicate a Ryan and Lisa. You can't duplicate them. You can't duplicate the vision. You can't duplicate the heart. You can't duplicate the true desire to help. You can't duplicate the work, the tenacity, the willingness, right? And the ability to do what we do. You can duplicate a comp plan, right? You can duplicate a logo. You can go duplicate a flyer that has some features listed on it. But what you cannot duplicate, and why I feel that even other Me Too type of situations will not see the type of success that Live Good sees, is because there's a heartbeat, there's a pulse, and there is a culture that has been created. And when it's been created, that in itself cannot be cookie cutter into anything else. And so when you listen to someone like Curry and you watch him as he transforms, right? There's something in the Science of Getting Rich. You guys know I love that book. It's called The Law of the Advancing Man, right? The Law of the Advancing Man, the chapter in that book. And what Wallace D. Wattles is talking about is that although those of us like me and you, we're on here, we can see things in the unseen. The rest of the world need to see it in order to believe it. And maybe you were the one that's chosen to be an example of what's possible, just so your life can show what is very possible for somebody else. So as you watch Curry, and I watch Curry, right? I'm so excited for him, and I get so happy because you're watching him transform right before your eyes. You cannot deny that. That is a feeling that people get when they watch and they say, oh man, I want that for myself too. Oh man, I want to move from West Virginia to Ohio. Well, I don't. I would never want to move to Ohio. I'm from Chicago. I'm so sorry, Curry. I love you. I am never moving back to the Midwest. Y'all can have it. I don't care. All right. I'm down here here in Georgia. I'm happy with it. Around Florida, that's it. I can't go any further, right? So that's what you guys get my point, right? But people can look at that and say, I want to go from point A to point B. I believe that with LiveGood, I can go from point A to point B. Maybe it won't be in 77 days like it took Curry. Maybe it won't be in 45 seconds like it took Tim. Maybe it won't be in 9 months like it took somebody else. But if you stick with it and you stay close to the fire, a true culture fire where there's goodness, there's love, there's joy, there is the desire to do right and good by people, that is what is going to motivate you and catapult you to the next level. So guys, I know you can be tempted by looking at all this other stuff, but what you're going to find out is that you're going to still be a part of LiveGood if you do that other stuff. You know why? Because it feels good to be here. It feels good to be here. And you know in your heart that if you stick around long term, you're going to benefit. So you're going to dip and dabble in all this because you're chasing the fast. And you're going to be right back here when it's all said and done, because you cannot duplicate what LiveGood has put into the marketplace. I don't care what is out there. So thank you, Ben and Nader and Ryan and Lisa and all of our amazing leaders across the world, because this is what drives the momentum. And I think that we won't be slowing down anytime soon. So back over